or every evening, this is what I want to do. You heard that, oh, you should check your partners. You should check the people you are working with. Have you created a structure? People get stuck in the number one. They've gathered all the knowledge. I want to say this. Go back to all these, your journals. All the write-up. In March, I went back to at least maybe even more. I started looking at page by page again. Some of you, the answer to your next level is in your formal jotter. And that's why it is good to have this. That's why it's good to have this. That's why it's good to have this. I mean, I look forward to a time when when I'm, maybe Ezekiel, I'll even get. I look forward to a time when I'm preaching too, and I'll have iPad in my front like this, and then I'll just put it in, and I'm just, it's not far again. It's not even, maybe it's even next month. But I've thought about it with my journal. I feel like the iPad will be, I'll still be using it. That's how Daddy Joe used to do it. Daddy Joe has Bible cover. So the iPad is on one page. And then it's... You need it. You think the Bible did what he was saying when he said, write it down, make it plain. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2. Why did God have to write the commandments for Moses? On the rock. Because there was no paper. God had to improvise, scribble it on the rock. Moses broke it. God punished him for breaking it. But God had to now write it again for him on the rock. You think God does not know the importance of writing? I've taught us several times here. Every single one of us, we have a book. Even Jesus Christ said, he has come in the volume of our books, in the volume of the book which was written about him. If writing is not, I hope that even beginning from now, next month, everybody that will be coming here, and when you invite, tell them, come with your journal. Write it. That is this one I've said now. That's ideation alignment. The next stage is that when you get home, if you did not have it, you want to create structure now, system, go and buy it. This one now, maybe it's 5,000, maybe 4,000 or 5,000. If you cannot buy this journal now, maybe get Jotter. And then put it somewhere. That system. Put it somewhere where you will not forget, where you will lose it. That system. Are you creating structures? Are you creating systems? Are you creating the systems that will help you take actions? Are you? Are you already spending? Because God will help us. You went for a program creating the podcast. I'll use myself as an example. I felt inspired to start a podcast. What did I do? Because I want to ensure that I am delivering. Just me that is supposed to appear in the podcast. It's not like I'm interviewing anybody. Maybe some of you will feature someday. What did I do to create system? I said, okay, this thing, I'm going to be recording it every Sunday in the church. The people that I know, if I call anybody and else come and assist me for you will answer me. If I call you to come and assist me for the podcast, When we get to the place I want to record it, will I say, I'm not doing again? And then I told like 3 children. I said, because they were there the first time I recorded the podcast, the first one. They were there the first one. And I told them, I said, you people, every Sunday, it is your assignment to it. The assignment I'm giving you is that you ensure that every Sunday I must record this podcast. I must record. So now they are always looking forward to it. What will I tell the children? That system. Today after service, they have come and carry my bag. There were 3 new people that came to join them and say, uncle, want to watch you recording. So in the room today, 8 people watching. When 8 people sit down to watch, will I say I'm not doing again? I'm telling you, system. When you're now talking about tipping point, I think I want to, and that's why I mentioned even marriage as well. God has told you that you are going to get married this year, and then you are still, every time you lock yourself in your house, you will not go out. After service, you are the first person to run away from church. You will not attend program. That's why it's rubbish person that will be coming to meet you. I'm telling you. Sorry. Okay. I was enjoying it, like it was given. Or you want to enjoy your fellowship with God. You have learned about worship. Have you now sat down and said, okay, this is the time I'm going to be praying. I want to join a particular community that will grow. Even if I'm not able to pray this, I recommended this last month. I think I recommended it last month. If you know that you are finding it difficult to worship or do your morning devotion, Apostle Eden is doing something. Triumph 30. He does it 6 to 7 a.m. every day, morning devotion, a semi-formal gathering. Just connect 6 to 7. I join. Sometimes after the 7, I will now maybe pray again, and sometimes I don't even pray again after the 7. I join. If you are finding it difficult, just connect. It is like your normal house devotion. It is in a house setting. Just connect, you and God. Systems. The system that you could even establish for yourself is maybe you even telling somebody, okay, come and be my accountability partner. This is the building up. This is the building up. This is the building up. You heard in Freedom Room that, it is very important that you evangelize. You've heard about evangelism. You've heard about, we need to go and we need to get more. You need to invite more people to Freedom Room. You need to win more souls to God. You need to, and you just hear it. It just ends up as an idea. It just ends up as an idea. But you moving beyond an idea is, you now get to that system and structure stage, so that you now go back and say, you now sit down with your journal and be, okay, what can I do differently to ensure that I begin to evangelize? Okay, maybe so day in a month is going to be my day for evangelism. So day in a week is going to be my day for reaching out to people. So day in a week, or system, what works for you? And finally, the final stage. You begin to take actions. You could call it execution, the taking action stage or execution stage. You have gathered all the knowledge. You have attended all the conference. Koinonia, you went. It's Koinonia that I know very well. Koinonia, you went. Which other one? Everything you are joining. Holy Ghost service you attended. Hallelujah challenge you attend. YMR you attend. Which other one? Give me now. Upper room you will attend. Soaking room, and then you are gathering all the knowledge. Your place of work organized seminar point is only waiting to see if there is already a pile of fuel somewhere, so that when the spark hits it, there will be fire. First stage, ideation and alignment. Second stage, first stage, ideation and alignment. Second stage, system, structure, organization. Third stage, action, execution. Many people in this world, they love to say, they can strategize, people can do meeting, both the one that is relevant and the one that is irrelevant. They will strategize. But to act, nothing. Nothing. Let me tell you, when you begin to do all of this, greatness is inevitable. You follow these 3 stages. You are gathering all the knowledge. You now begin to create systems and structure. And in these systems and structure, I'm also talking about self-discipline. You know the time to use your phone and time not your phone. You know the time to sleep and time to be awake. You know the time to speak and time to rest. You know where you should be and where you should not go. Let me tell you this. I heard this small from Bishop Oyedepo, and it has changed my life. He said, if you ever go to a place where, or let me say if you ever, you shouldn't be in a place that will not add value to you, and you will not be adding value to them. If you are going to, yesterday when I got home, I had to sit down and I told myself, Holy Spirit. I had to sit down and I told myself, before I can go for anybody wedding again, from now henceforth, there has to be structure and system. Before I can go for any program again, from now henceforth, I had to sit down. I said, I'm going to sit down and write it down. What do I want to see? If you are going to invite me somewhere now, it's either 2 things. I'm adding value to you, or you're adding value to me. If I'm going to be in a place, some of us will go to places where if you are not there, they will not even notice. They will not notice. And then you will still go and waste your time. The time that you would have used to create even more systems and structure. And start taking actions. If I will come for your birthday, maybe you assured me that I'm going to lead prayer. There's nothing wrong with socializing. No. I mean, if any member of Freedom Room team, if you invite me for your birthday, because you're a Freedom Room team member, well, no worry. Let me stop there. But you get the point. Build up. Build up. See, I can stand on this place now and begin to do that. I will bring down just beg God, because it's not like I have the power. Beg God to bring down the energy, and people will start falling down, will start rapping, and then people will say, Freedom Room today was powerful. And then you will think that you have gone the tipping point, but you will come back next month again, nothing to show for it. What will change your life is if you follow these 3 stages. Gather all the knowledge, the ideation, and the alignment. Create the systems and structures, and then begin to take actions. One thing will happen. All these things will begin to create some silent build-ups that you are not even noticing. And then when the spark will happen, you will not be shocked. You will not be surprised. Those of you that have been attending for a while, not because of maybe Sister Rachel's wedding yesterday, I think it would have been more than this. But those of you that have been coming for a while, was there a particular time you just realize that we are this number? There was one particular time. It just suddenly happened. And it is happening gradually. And this is the way it just keep happening until there's overflow in this place. Provided we are following these stages. Go and preach there, we go. Go and do this, we go. Go there, we go. Turn left, we go. Turn right, we go. That's the way it is, even for our individual lives. Let me tell you, greatness is only a byproduct of your consistent build-ups. See, I'm going to be very great. All of us will be very great. I know it, like I'm going to be greater than Daddy Gio. I know it. All provided I am following these build-ups. When it will begin to manifest, I won't be shocked. Would I be shocked tomorrow if we are filling stadiums? No. Me. Why? Why would I be shocked? I'm not bothered about this crowd. I've told you times that the way I prepare for when we're still way less than is the way I'm still preparing now, and it's still the way I'll prepare when I'm preparing for stadiums. So, if only one person come here today, I will sit down and preach. Because I know where God is taking us to is still far, far, far ahead. So why would I begin to grumble now? God has given us prototype. Daddy Gio said UK, first service, there were 5 people. There was rejoicing that there were 80 people. There was a day was rejoicing there were 100 and something. We are grateful for this number. But we know where God is taking us is still far. But there must be build-ups. This is the time we need to take ourselves seriously. particularly for the millions of lives that God has destined, particularly for the millions of lives that God has destined will be touched through our lives. Please go back home. Pick your notes. Sit down with God. Sit down and say you want to create systems and structure. That something must change. Something must change. Something must change. Take your life seriously. If not for yourself, but for the millions of people that God wants to change their life through you. It doesn't matter where you are now. There is more. There is more. There is more. It doesn't matter. You will not be satisfied with your current stage if only you know where God is taking you. Tell your neighbor there is more. Finally, coming to church, freedom room is not enough. How we do it, you will get a tipping point. Let me tell you, this is not a teaching you hear every time in this. You don't hear this everywhere. In that ministers' conference, don't tell anybody. That one that Daddy Joe was doing with people. One pastor, Daddy Joe was in his prayer room. So one pastor was trying to get money, raise. One pastor was trying to raise money from those people, from the people there. And then the pastor gets that need. He says, sow it as seed. How many of you have heard it before? You have heard it before, Abi? Do you know when Daddy Gio came and when Daddy Gio picked the mic? Daddy Gio said, all these pastors. He said, I was in the prayer room. He said, all these. He said they know how to collect. He said they know how to. They will do it. They know how to do anything to collect money from you people. And everybody started laughing. Be wise. I don't know why God prompted me to write this year. Just believing in God is not enough. Even demons believe in God. How many of you know? Even demons attend church programs. When I went to go and do a crusade in my village, the final day of the crusade, one girl came to meet me as I was the girl came to me. Thank God I'd seen it in a vision that somebody's hand was, each of the fingers was like snake. I was thinking that God wanted me to call the person out during the crusade, but the Holy Spirit made me forget. But as soon as I finished the program, when I'd finished everything, prayed, I mean, God had moved, and this lady came to meet me. And then she told me life. She said she's from Mami Water. She said she's married. And then immediately the Holy Spirit reminded me that image he showed. And I asked her. She said she's the one. If I had shook her hand, demons attend church programs. So it's not enough. What is enough is that you follow these 3 stages. Finally, when I can sense my build-up is full, but no tipping point, manifestation. If you are confident enough that you have been building up, you feel like you have attained, you have all the knowledge, you have created all the systems, you have created all the structures, you are taking all the actions. Your build up is full, but you are not seeing any manifestation. What should you do? I like the media. Okay, because of time. Check Matthew 17, verse 21. Matthew 9:29 is the same thing. Matthew 17:21, Matthew 9:21. It's saying something. There are some of these things that will not be done or will not be gotten except by prayer and fasting. Guys, I've told you before, the tipping point for my own life for a particular season, because tipping point too is in seasons. That's for another day. But the time for a tipping point of a season to hit me, I've told you, I fasted more than 100 days before. That was the build up. 1st of September, not marathon. No, don't go and do marathon and say you read it in Freedom Road. I will disown you. I'm telling you. It's not marathon. I was breaking every day. And I was praying. Apply pressure. If the tipping point, if you are sure that you have gathered all the knowledge, the build up is full. Fast and pray. And when you look at Luke 18, verse 1 to 8, I just want to focus on verse 7. Verse 7. I wish can somebody help us read that? Luke chapter 18, verse 7. Luke 18, verse 7. Can somebody help us read it? Luke 18, verse 7. You can read verse 1, then you read verse 7. Anyone? Those with the mic. Is it there? Okay. He said, and shall not God avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them? This KJV, can you give me NLT? If it's possible, NLT.
Verse 7, NLT.
Okay.
Even he rendered a just decision in the end. So don't you think God will surely give justice to his chosen people who cry out to him day and night? Will he keep putting them off?
Read verse 1.
Okay. Verse 1. One day, Jesus told his disciples a story to show that they should always pray and never give up.
Now read verse 7 again.
Even he rendered a just decision in the end. So don't you think God will surely give justice to his chosen people who cry out to him day and night? Will he keep putting them off?
Media, please. I like this amplified. Give us verse 7 of amplified now. Okay, thank you. Let me read it. It said, and we will not elect his chosen ones who cry out to him day and night. Justice on their behalf. You think when your build-up is full and you are not seeing manifestation and you begin to cry day and night, God will not answer you. Can we rise on our feet? It show that I met with you. It is the things that you begin to do after now that will prove if you met God today. Let me tell you something. My life, I began to walk in the power dimension of God after a meeting like this.